Everyone, I just wanted to make this quick little video about Age of the Primes SMOKESCREEN. Now, in my opinion, he's not a terrible figure. I've definitely had figures and seen figures way worse than him. Something that I commonly see online is the fact that these pop off very easily, especially during transformation. And this part, oh, this irritates my soul. It has like a tab, like I don't even know where it's at, if I'm gonna be honest. It has a somewhat secure tab, but the slightest movement just takes it off, and that's the only one of like the main things I really dislike about this figure, and that along with a lot of other people. But other than that, he's still like, you know, and this, my lord, this untabs very, very easily. But other than those three things, like, this figure is actually really solid, at least in my opinion. Now, one thing that I had to figure out myself, because I kind of just transformed him without looking at the instructions. I just looked at him. He looks simple enough to see. I'm not even putting pressure on it, and it untabs, and it's really annoying. Anyways, but I didn't know this could actually come out, because it was just sitting like this, and it wouldn't really stand. Like, I had to have his whole body lean forward, and still didn't really work. So then I pulled this down, and I was like, oh, that's why, because it had to be moved down. Like I said, not everything about this figure is bad. I personally really love the sculpt design of the highlights. I think that's what they're called. Like, the front looks really good. I also kind of wish that this chest part was more like the scene accurate, or like the older figure. I don't really have the older figure, but I would just put like an image or something like that of what the original looked like. It looks really good in my opinion. And I don't know about y'all, but this whole section right here really reminds me of Fall of Cybertron Jazz. Again, I would also show like a picture of that somewhere, but like the detail on this, like, he has the phase shifter. I kind of wish this wasn't like, this was more of like an additional accessory or an optional accessory or something, because, like, you know, you could put that on other figures. I think that'd be pretty cool. A little gimmick. And then what else? I really like how his, like, this is made, you know, it's not extremely kibbled. Anything with door hinges as a backpack kind of looks like this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really complaining that much about it. And I really love how, I really like how sporty this is. But that's enough of the bot mode that I actually kind of like. Oh, actually, I also really love the shoulder design. Like, I don't know why. Like, just this shoulder design really gives nostalgia vibes for me. I can see them using this specific design for Bumblebee. If not, then alright. It wouldn't make sense for them not to, considering that this is practically the same exact shoulder build that Bumblebee had. But yeah. Now I'm gonna go ahead and transform him. This isn't really a toy review. This is more of just my opinion on him and the things I like and don't like. If you guys do want a toy review, then just, you know, let me know in the comments section, and I will try to get that sorted out for y'all. Now, like I said, this isn't necessarily a toy review, but one thing I would like to point out is I like how this folds up. You put the head back, and then this whole piece here comes off. And then I don't know, just something about that kind of feels so satisfying, like and natural in the transformation. And then I was a little concerned like why his arms were built like that. And then I realized that's because you have to fold the thing inward. If I can get this out the way. So that way it connects. Did I have this out too far? Hold on. Because I don't know. Okay. I don't know if it's tabbed in there or not. More than likely not. But yeah, anyways. This is just a really cool gimmick. Or I forgot the word. There's a word for that. Engineering. There we go. This was really engineered well, in my opinion. Now, unfortunately, I am starting to see paint chipping. I don't know. I actually have no clue where that came from, if I'm gonna be real honest with you. But like I said, like this. Oh, that irritates my soul. I never know how to get it like connected, because it just never wants to connect. And this, for some reason, I don't know if okay, never mind. It was just not tabbing earlier. But honestly, this vehicle mode is just very, I don't know, it's just smooth in my opinion. Like, I don't really care if it's like completely screen accurate or not, or doesn't look as good as the old mode. I really love this vehicle mode. Now, I'm more of a Cybertronian person. I kind of like it when the vehicle modes look alien-like or whatever. Sometimes I actually kind of like having Earth-based vehicles because, I don't know, it's just specifically Smokescreen. One, I've never even had him, and two, he's just very nostalgic. Like I didn't even realize they took Transformers Prime off of Netflix, but I was really upset about that. But yeah, and then obviously he has, I have no clue where his guns are. Yeah, I was gonna show him, but I honestly don't know where his guns are. Let me go look for him real quick. I have no clue where they went. But like you can't tell me this does not give vibes from Transformers Fall of Cybertron, like Jazz's mode or vehicle. I don't. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I like it. It just looks so good, in my opinion. Now, like I said, it's not the perfect figure. There are a lot of things that I kind of wish was done a little bit better, like having the door hinges like pinned in instead of it being a tab, because tabs like this, especially during transformation, tend to pop off a lot, and it really irritates me. Another thing is, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a huge problem. Like, the tabs for his shins, like I low-key might have just have a bad copy. But I don't know, that I really wish that wasn't so loose. Or I don't even know. Honestly, the under of the car actually cleans up really well. And this doesn't roll well. Not really. I have like one or two wheels that just don't want to roll. Like they roll fine. Like this one, there's friction. It's kind of stiff. I don't know. But yeah, and another thing that I really don't like is the chest. It has nowhere to tab into. Well, no, it has somewhere to tab into. It's just not secure. And that's the only thing I really don't like about it. But yeah, if you, like I said, if you guys want me to show the transformation and have a, you know, video about that, then just comment down below. Or, you know, if you enjoy me doing like overviews or stuff like that, I have no problem with doing more videos like that. I actually have a bunch of new figures that I got that I haven't even shown y'all. But if y'all want to see those, then just let me know. Until then, peace out.